Did you know that Jack's dodge and Shen block are not actually the same thing? That's why I used that word, block. Shen's block is not actually a dodge at all, and instead is another mechanic entirely that does mostly the same thing. Are there any actual gameplay differences between the two? When did Shen's dodge become a block? Why did Shen's dodge become a block? I'm going to explain all of those right now. I'll start with the gameplay differences that will actually impact your game, because I'm sure that's what you're most interested in. Let's just say that the differences between the two actually aren't that large. The best I can tell is that Jax's dodge negates an attack entirely and acts as though it never happened. Shen's block reduces the damage from an attack to 0 and removes all negative effects of that attack. To show you then the practical differences between what I mean here, when Olaf attacks, he builds Conqueror stacks and he reduces the cooldown on his E. You would assume if my attack was dodged or blocked that I will not build Conqueror stacks and I will not reduce the cooldown on my E. It works that way on Jax, however, on Shen I do get Conqueror stacks and I do reduce the cooldown on my E. Wow, editing Hashinshin here, reminding everyone to leave a like and your thoughts down below. Thank you. So from this we can tell, block is not coded like dodge. For some reason they're different. However, when I went back to the wiki, because like many of you, I assumed Shen did have dodge. I went back to the wiki and I looked at their patch notes, which they aren't officially on their website anymore, but the wiki has the data stored. It originally, when they reworked Shen and gave him his new W, once the zone is active, all allies within the area gain 100% dodge chance for the duration. Okay, the remainder of this video is going to be a conspiracy theory, so just grab a beer or something and just follow along with me. Here's what I think happened. This is why dodge got renamed to block on Shen, yet it still works perfectly on Jax. Follow along with me on this one. Let's look at Jax. Jax got reworked in this one. I'll call this a 132 patch. This was way back in season 2. He got reworked. Why did he get reworked? Because they removed dodge. They removed dodge from the game entirely. Dodge used to be in the game. We can see on old items like Ninja Tabby. Ninja Tabby was eventually renamed into Plated Steel Caps, but this used to be a boot item that gave you dodge. There used to be other items like Sword of the Divine that read your attacks can't be dodged on the active. Dodge was a stat. Dodge was in the game. Dodge was coded in a certain way. Jax was given 100% dodge on his active. You can see that Jax dodges all incoming basic attacks for 1.5 seconds. It was eventually buffed to 2. Here's the thing. Dodge was eventually changed by Riot, and I cannot find this patch note anywhere, so sue me if you don't believe me. Originally, dodge didn't dodge any special attacks. It didn't dodge Gold Card, it didn't dodge Renekton's W, it didn't dodge Nasus's Q, stuff like that. Any special attack it didn't dodge. Well, eventually, when they removed dodge from the entire game, from all items like Phantom Dancer, Ninja Tabby, that stuff, when they removed all dodge, what they eventually did is made it, because Jax was the only one with dodge anymore, that all special attacks were now dodged. Why is this all important? Why is this now my conspiracy theory? Because when did Shen get reworked? Now let's remember, Shen was originally coded, once the zone is active, all allies within the area gain 100% dodge chance for the duration. When was this? This is patch 6.2. Here is my conspiracy theory. Here is what I think happened. January 17th, 2012, dodge is removed from the game on everyone but Jax. Shen gains dodge January 28th, 2016. Are you following me on this one? I don't think the original programmers who worked on dodge were working at Riot anymore. I don't think any of them were still programming and doing Riot shit at the time. So I think what happened is some new developers came in, they gave Shen what they thought was dodge, or what the best they could do to mimic dodge. Maybe they coded it in differently, I don't know. They tried to give Shen dodge. You can see here, I'm showing this 100%, okay? They intended Shen to have dodge, but if you look up, it never actually, in any of the patch notes that I could find, it never got renamed to block. It was just quietly changed to block, and a lot of people don't even know that it is block now, because they didn't know how to make it dodge. They didn't know how to make it dodge. It was 4 years since the removal of dodge, new programmers came out of the game, they didn't know how to give it dodge. And I guarantee you it happened, is they were looking at Shen, and there were a lot of janky mechanics with Shen's Spirit Refuge, by the way. There were a lot of janky mechanics with it. I guarantee they came in, they tried to code it, they couldn't do it, and what did they end up doing? They just said, we don't know how to do this. They literally, in my opinion, they literally could not recreate dodge. For some reason, Jax can dodge, but Shen couldn't. So they went back and they renamed it to block, because so long as it's renamed block, it's a different mechanic, right? So now it can work differently. So now you can have things like Conqueror stacking differently. You can have things like Olaf can reduce his E cooldown differently, because it's not dodge anymore, right? It excuses the fact that they literally couldn't remake dodge. Oh man, that's my conspiracy theory. That's it. That have happened even in the last 2 years, bugs that didn't happen to dodge but have happened to Shen. There was a bug where if you were shielded, the shield would take damage, and you wouldn't block the damage, the shield would take damage, and then if the shield was depleted, then you would start blocking the attack. So best I can tell is maybe they coded his W like a shield. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a shield. That would kind of make a lot of sense, actually, if they coded it as a shield. The second bug that happened is Katarina's passive, even her Shunpo and her ultimate were all being blocked by Shen's block, but not by Jax's dodge. These are bugs that happen because they don't know how to code this ability. To finish this ability, I wrote a brief list of things that you can use to know if something isn't actually going to be blocked. Anything negative is blocked. I went over that earlier. Anything positive is not blocked. The best way I can describe it, the best way I can tell you, is imagine that Shen's W is a Kale ultimate, except only for attacks. So that means you can stack up Lethal Tempo, you can stack up Phase Rush, you can stack up Conquer, you can stack up all those things on Shen's block, but not dodge. You can stack up Jax's passive on Shen's block. You can reduce Olaf's E cooldown by auto-attacking into the block. Renekton can build Rage by going into the block. So this is actually a really good way to look at it, because I think based on their coding, based on how much they've bugged it, my end conspiracy speculation theory is they coded, I shit you not, I think they actually coded Shen's block as a shield that has like infinite health. It's like an infinite health shield, but only for attacks. That's what I think. So, let me know if you liked this video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for getting to the end of this. This is the dumbest video I've probably ever made because, yeah. Thank you. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters. Make sure to support me on Patreon for more amazing and really fun videos like this. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.